There we go. There it is. We got it.
They were the unwanted, cults, religious factions, even entire governments. Through the intercession of the alien rulers called the Concord, they had been taken off a hostile Earth and given a new chance to gain a new world on which to prosper. Inside each alien-supplied ship lies a faction's entire population. Their alien sponsors promise them a new world on which they can thrive. All they have to do is fight for it.
I always thought this was so crazy as a kid. I played this when I was like 8 or 9.
While most of their population rested in stasis until they could be called to colonize, specially selected members of each group became the leaders of the robotic forces that would create the beachhead on the new world. But humans cannot withstand the rigors of hyperspace without radical surgery. The Selectees' central nervous systems were removed and placed in a protective capsule of alien design.
No backup, but I can't change it, man. Sorry. I can't.
The refugees
Alt tab, sorry.
drastic procedure. The result was the M.A.X. Commander.
Thanks for letting me know. What you do, you cut out a person's brain and you just like run it through a roller coaster is how it goes.
Others of the refugees, acting under alien direction, made the seed ships that would take the M.A.X. Commander and his carefully selected beachhead force to its destination.
Exactly, why would you send a message back? You could just send a brain. Cruel says this looks pretty cool. It is, it is. Obviously taking into account it's a bit dated, yes. So this will be us.
The M.A.X. Commander, a human brain safely insulated from the terrors of hyperspace, linked to robot interfaces that would control the seed ships through the hyperspace journey.
This is actually real footage of Cruel, by the way.
Colonization of the planet.
This is M.A.X. Tiberiosity. It's called Mechanized Assault and Exploration.
Suitable planets were chosen. The seed ships sprang forth from the gigantic colony ships, racing towards the prospect of their new home.
Looks like a submarine. It says my suit is not purple though, but red and black. Yeah, exactly.
Arriving in the new system, each clan found other seed ships already there. To take the system, they must fight as proxies for alien sponsors to determine the new master of the planet. M.A.X. commanders ordered factories intended to build terraformers and eco-constructors to build the machinery of war. Enlisted in the power games of the Concord, the only chance of survival for the clans of humanity is to fight for and win these planets.
All right. There we are. Becca says, spaceships could be a lot like submarines. You can play Children of a Dead Earth. By the way, amazing game. 1,000 hours of Kerbal Space Program is like a tutorial for it. Wow. And read the developers' blogs to see the reasons that might be so. Cruel says, it has a 40k cross with Star Trek vibe a bit. Yeah, you're right. Let's see if I can adjust the audio a little bit from here. No, it's actually maxed. Well, it's okay. We'll keep it as it is. We are running enhanced graphics. It requires 16 megabytes. So, I mean, for the people who run old systems, I'm sorry. You might not be able to run this at enhanced graphics, okay? Just so you know. Now, this game, it's 1996 from Interplay. It does still have some bugs. So what sometimes happens, I know that because you play turns, right? If you go past a certain amount of turns, sometimes the game might bork out on you. Sometimes when other things happen, with the slider positions adjust for different languages. Does it? No, it says voice level. 16 megabytes. I need to upgrade. Yeah, I do have 60 megabytes of cache. I'm in the clear. All right, good. You're good. Okay, so we've done this. So M.A.X. is you can just click through different whatever this is units in the game and everything. So it is a turn-based game, and I'm going to skip some training missions. I mean, back in the past I did that. You've got standalone missions, which are just scenarios on their own. You got custom games, scenarios, and campaign games, and then tips and advice. I'm just going to make a custom game here, just to give you a feel for what the game is. You can pick your opponent's like AI quality. I would say there's a turn limit. How many seconds you have per turn. The sliders are not. Which ones? Sorry, which sliders? The sliders are not aligned with each other, but start where the description text ends. Really? The audio sliders in the option. Okay, right. Hold on then. Hold on. Yeah, right. Yeah, so these are all full. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you have a certain amount of seconds to finish your turn. There is to kind of force it to speed up. You can do fully turn-based or simultaneous, which means sometimes you have some real-time strategy interaction. I'll keep it there. Starting credits will be high. Resource level, I'll keep that medium. Alien derelicts rare as well. Duration mediums, yeah, that's fine. It's an issue of typesetting and kerning. Super infuriating, yeah. So there's a couple of resources, and I'll explain that while we will go in. You can pick planets, and the fun thing I always found in this game is when before you start the game, you can select your landing site, so you can start anywhere. So there's no fixed landing, fixed starting positions, which I really enjoyed. So I'm just going to pick the basic one. We've got quite a few different planets to play on, which are basically different boards to play on if you're playing a big strategy board game, which is all good. But I'm just going to pick the standard one here. They have this question thing everywhere just to kind of explain to you, what you're looking at. The window displays a representative world in the class of planets like this. They have that in almost every menu, which I think is pretty good. Here you can see you can play with 4 players. You can either have a few humans or you can add CPUs if you want to, and you can pick different clans. Now the clans have different benefits. So our default selection was the Chosen, which has better air units. So the AWACS have more scan range. The fighters are better. They build faster. Transports are faster, etc. The Crimson Path clan has better sea units. Von Griffin has improved espionage. Ayer's Hand has better missile units. Musashi, better armored vehicles. Sacred Aids, better fast units. The Knights are better defense, and Axes have quicker construction. So usually I'll take the air unit one. That's fine. There we go. Die Clanner, yeah. So it doesn't matter who that is. We'll take it. Here we go. So now you get into the army selection screen. And I appreciate that it's a little bit stretched for you guys because this is actually in a fixed ratio thing. Tiberiosity Sacred 8 is literally an on-fire Cadillac symbol. Yes, that's what they do. So this always had me very confused as a kid because I was thinking, what the hell is going on here? Because there's a lot of information. And actually, it shows you an option to tweak your starting units. They better have pink units, yeah. So you can tweak your starting units, which is pretty cool because you never really had a situation where you could tweak a starting army, include it with base building included, as far as I've seen. And you've got 200 gold to spend here, and you can spend that in different ways. You can spend it by taking more units. You can spend it by upgrading some units and take less. So there's a couple of ways to do this. Now, what I usually do is that I fill up my construction units, which is the constructors and the engineers, to have full load. So I just want to make sure they have enough materials to last me for a while. So this is their material load. You can see it costs me money to fill them up with full materials. So I'll take an extra constructor in the list, fill it up, take an extra engineer. Whoops, that's 2. There, fill that up too. You can see I already blew over a third of my budget just on construction units. So I'll take a few scouts. Let's take 1, 2. I'll take another surveyor because the surveyors are the ones that find your resources and you need to build on what they find. I'll take a scanner just to have some basic radar to start with. And then we get into some other stuff. We've got tanks, as you can see. We've got assault guns, rocket launchers, missile crawlers. They all have different shots, different ranges, all that kind of stuff. You got mine layers, repair units, supply trucks, because actually getting supply around your base is critical. And something I completely didn't understand in the beginning. Fuel trucks to move fuel around. Mobile anti-aircraft. Gold trucks to move gold around because gold can be used to upgrade units, and then we're kind of through here. So if I would say I want to... Hey, Synthropy, real tough guy indeed. If I say I want to buy upgrades, I can go to all my units and say, you know what, I want to upgrade my whatever submarine. And here I can spend gold, as you can see, which is pretty expensive. So you can upgrade the attack power for 4 gold, but you can increase the amount of shots it fires in a turn for almost 80. So it's a big difference. Usually I don't upgrade at the start. I usually do that in the game. So what I think I'll need is something to kind of hold my ground on have some ground troops. Then I might take a crawler, which is usually a good thing, just long range defense. And I'll take, you know what, I might take another engineer actually. There, fill it up. And I've got 5 gold left, which I really can't do much with. So what I'll try to do is, yeah, I'll take this and I'll take another scout. And then our budget is done. So we'll take that. They're loading the map.
Select landing site.
So now we can pick a place to begin. So you can pick a choke point. Like, for example, you can take a place here where you've got it's nice we're embarking carefully. Yeah, exactly. So you can pick a strategic place. You can pick it up on top of a mountain. You can pick it wherever. That's something I'd like to see in modern games. Yeah, right. Like this concept is really, really cool. I like it a lot. That you can just pick this yourself. So what do you think, guys? You have any suggestions? Might as well. Too bad it happened so early that the company probably went under. Yeah, it's Interplay. And Interplay did go under, I believe, yeah. Did EA buy them? I think they did. Yeah. Lower right peninsula, yes. Yeah, right. So here. When in doubt, start on the high ground. Yeah, this is actually pretty small. So the lower peninsula, I think the lower peninsula is probably a good choice. So we'll start here. Get those docks up, exactly. Yeah. looks sort of familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. So, here we go.
Begin.
This is M.A.X. And it's a little bit shaky, I see. Looks a bit like Factorio, yeah, exactly. I notice it's a little bit shaky. I can't see my CPU usage, but I can, like, actually Supreme Commander has nothing here because M.A.X has got it all. As you can see, you can just zoom in on the fly. No problem there. But this is completely top-down. It's not the isometrical perspective that you're used to seeing in CNC, for example. But it works. So let me just... I noticed that it's actually a bit shaky. So you can actually see when the scout is moving, you see it depleting its movement. So every unit has its own movement distance. So you can see here actually has one movement left, so I can do one more. Oh, apparently not. Okay, well, maybe it's in one go. So you kind of have to deal with the fact that it's kind of like moving chess pieces. It is, it is turn-based. So I'll move the scouts up front. I'll move the tanks up forward.
Ready. All systems go.
Pretty fancy.
Surveying.
These are my surveyors, which I need to
Surveying.
move around a little bit. Let me just
Standing by. Surveying.
move them around. And they will be, I'll put those guys on automatic actually, so they're out of my face.
Surveying.
Automatic. This is actually pretty lucky. This is all randomly generated. Total War inspiration, possibly, yeah. With the old looks. With how old this looks, could it be the origin of the turn-based RTS genre? That could very well be. It's 1996, so there might have been something before that. But, so this is our mining station, and I realize I'm a bit on the clock, so I'm going to try to put my orders in. So bear with me a little bit. I'm going to try to put my orders in, and then move forward from there. So just bear with me a little bit. I'll explain a little later before the time runs out.
Awaiting orders.
Master of Magic did it before. Okay, there you go. Let me see the survey here. Tell me that you're horribly in the way, but okay, I'll put you
All systems go.
here. We can build in the next turn.
Awaiting
I want
orders.
him to build an air facility. Actually, let's build a light vehicle plant to begin with. There. Yes. And let's see, these scouts can both scout forward. I'll just send them all the way up and they can find their way. There. Like the inspiration of Shogun Total War is a Total War game. It's a game from '89. Okay. Let's see, then we got this guy.
Ready.
I need him to build some storage space actually, because we'll be pulling a lot of stuff out of the ground. No fog of war. There is fog of war. Yes. Path. I'll build 3 of these. There we go. He has to wait. He can move. Okay, so I've got some time to explain it to you. So what's going on here is the following. This is our mining station. That's the station that was built in the introductory video. Now, depending on the survey, like depending on where you usually start on the white circles, which is materials, the green is fuel, and the yellow is gold. This is the amount of material that I can pull out of the ground. Which, if we need to, we can allocate. We can say, okay, we want more or less of the one or the other, if you have the opportunity. So this is currently running max capacity, I believe. Can I do this? Yeah, we can get some gold out of there, but currently I would say I need materials more than gold because we're not researching yet. So let's get as much material out of here and fuel as we can. You also get like a net balance and see, okay, how much am I using? So if you have factories producing units, you might get some usage. Instead of just plus, you might go negative. And in the meantime, it keeps reminding you that there's a timer going because it's a turn-based game. Yeah, this guy has to wait. So basically, I am kind of done with my turn here. A bit flow-based economy, yes. So I'll just end my turn.
Begin.
And then when she says begin, it means the computer has already played its turn. So if it's a human player, it would have been different. But usually the CPU is pretty quick. So now these guys moved away.
All systems go.
Please don't go up there. Okay, thanks. So now I can build the next mining station, which is, I never actually see that being that close to the original, or the first one. So mining station, cost me 12 materials. I'm loaded up with 60. So I can kind of, oh wait, it costs 24, sorry. 24 materials and 12 turns. Here you go, turns 12, cost 24. Now, I could consider, so actually I want to build twice as fast, or even faster, but it'll just cost me more materials. But in this case, I think it might be worth it to actually push this out real quick, because it's another mining station. I'll put it, like I can now select where I want it. I want it on the 3 fuel, 4 material, 9 gold. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Okay. So it's kind of like if you would imagine this in a board game, like what you do in the Star Wars, like the Galactic Conquest board game, where you build a Star Destroyer. It kind of takes more turns than building and training troops. You kind of do the same thing here.
All systems go.
You might as well scout this out. I don't know where the enemy is, and you can see if I select them. Actually, oh, it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't show now. They should be showing. What it does is if it cannot complete its move in the first turn, it will show with the arrows how much it needs. Blue is how much movement it has, and every green arrow means it's completed its full movement. So this would take 1 turn, 2 turns, yeah, a little over 2 turns to get there. This would take 3.5, I guess. And it's not having a lot of fun while streaming this, it seems, but you know, it's not too bad. Okay, so this is fine. And these guys are all working, so I can check, okay, how long does it take? He's building a storage unit right now. It takes 1 turn to complete. The radar takes 8 more turns. The light vehicle plant takes 9. So especially in the beginning of the game, it's a bit of scouting and waiting for your base to build. There you go. So he's got his storage unit up. So the good thing for the engineers, you can build a path. So you can build a path of road pieces or like your connector pieces or whatever building, and he will just build everything next to each other. The big constructors can't do that, but that's okay. But we will need storage because we will be producing more materials than we currently are using. Now that they end the turn, you'll see that in the radar that they will probably continue their move. At least they should. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, so they're continuing.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Begin.
Where was, which? Alright. So we've got enemies right here already. Okay, usually you see them on the other side of the island, but they want to get up close and personal. That's interesting. In that case, oops, I'll send this scout a little bit more this way, because I doubt there will be... Yeah, the enemy has the high ground, you're right. I doubt that the enemy will be on the right side then again. So I'll bring my missile crawler to the front as well. F1 in chat.
Ready. All systems go.
Okay, so I'm not really sure what's coming towards me, but we'll wait this out. At least we know where they are. Okay.
New units.
There we go. Storage unit ready, connector ready. Actually, this is not needed anymore.
Building.
I don't need to go that way, I think, unless we find some interesting survey material. Oh, this is a good spot. 15 fuel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I need some more materials, though. Where can I find those? Not yet.
Movement exhausted.
Let's see what we can find after this. Okay.
Begin.
Things are happening. How long does this take?
Building.
5 turns. 2 turns for the mining station. Okay, not bad. Not bad, not bad. How about you, my friend? I need you to find some good minerals here. Well, that's nothing. Okay, great. Put you back on auto mode. There you go. Okay, so this is doing fine. Nope, .jpeg, yeah. These guys are all still working. Nothing we can do. All right, so well, I'll wait a little longer. So on your units, you can actually see their range, their sensor range and their shooting range. So the sensor range is this. This is how far they can see or uncover. You can see the difference with the radar, of course. Where is it? As you can see, compared to the tank. But if you look at the range, it's almost the same for the tanks. For the crawlers, it's a bit different, as you can see. So this you get a feel for what every unit can do. So does your scientist wear lots and lots of jewelry? Am I missing something here, Baka? I think I am.
Unit completed.
Okay, he's done. I'm gonna need some more base defenses, I'm afraid. Because they're already there. So let's see if we can build... You said research takes gold? Oh, yes. Yeah, right. You're right. Yes. It takes gold indeed. I don't know why. Again, like you said, they probably wear lots of jewelry. Now I'm with you now. Let's build... So you can go for some artillery or a missile launcher has the longest range and the biggest damage. Let's go for the missile launchers. We have time, I think. Okay. So the thing is as well that if your defenses are not connected to your base by these kind of connector units, they don't automatically reload. So they run out of ammunition. My chat was disconnected, but the stream kept going. That's new indeed, yeah. So if you keep everything connected to your main base, you will automatically reload, and it's very easy to manage the material flow. But sometimes you do need to go outside of your base. So this mining station is done. There we go. So let's, and every time you allocate now, you allocate the total flow. So this is both mining stations combined. And we are now actually getting some gold in. That's fine. I think our storage is slowly... Oh, that's actually fine. Yeah, storage is fine. But you can see now that the constructor is almost empty. He's got 12 out of 60 cargo left. And this is what really got me as a kid. I didn't know how to get that back. But then I found that you can actually transfer this to a unit. And then you can decide how many materials from storage you want to bring to the constructor. There you go. And now he's full. So now we can build some more. And that always had me messed up. I never ever knew what the hell was going on. So if I build a gold refinery now, which I will, we can use that gold to research units. There we go. He is done, by the way. What I need is... I'm going to need some fuel storage, I think. So he only has 6 resources left. So now you see that you start using materials because my engineers have done most of their work. So now we need to start building... Oh, actually, you know what? Go over here, build some fuel storage. And we'll build a path. We'll build 3. And there. All right. Good. Adjustments made. More power needed. Mining station turned off. Raw material mining turned to 12. Okay. Right, so the next thing I will build, because apparently I don't have enough power, because it is in a real-time strategy game, if Yab doesn't low power himself, I need to build some more power generators. But it's very hard to, you know, you need to do the calculus, you need to add it all up by selecting all the power units. But it's okay. Can wait a little longer here, just wait past a few turns. I think he should be done soon. Yeah, next turn. Okay, good. Can build some more power then.
New units.
Yeah, radar's ready. you go. And we'll build some more power stations here. Oh, Twitch fails like that often? Okay. Back has had it happen a lot. In the meantime, my surveyors have been surveying the area. That's why I put them on automatic. That's a good spot. 14 material. That looks good.
Ready.
That looks good. I'll take that. Okay. Light vehicle factory is ready. So what I'll do is... Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. So now we can get this light vehicle factory to actually start building the stuff that we were able to take at the beginning of the mission. And more. So you can start doing some more there. I'm going to start building some scouts, really. See if we can harass their base a little bit. So now this is going to drain resources. Oh, we don't have power?
Ready.
Great. Okay, so let's get some power built. Kind of reminds me of Earth 21 base building, yeah. How long does this take?
Building.
9 turns.
Ready.
Well... Can I get around here? No, I cannot. So what I want is I will need him... I need him to go over here first. He can build something else. Yeah. Okay, is this done? The missile launcher's not done yet. Nope. Okay. Alright.
Unit.
What's that?
Spotted.
Oh, we got enemy scouts in radar range. Where's that? Oh, with the other scout here, actually. There was one right here. I'll leave him here. Just keep an eye on that. Scouts can really harass your base if you're not careful. So you know what? I'll build a power generator here. A big one. Like a big power station. Does that make sense, actually? Because this one will be done soon. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it eventually, so it's okay. Thanks, Poem. Power station. Whoop, no. Not a mining station. I could take 12 turns, it's fine. There we go. Alright.
Begin.
Was building a scout with 3 turns to completion. Yeah, I need the power first, so let's get that done first. So what do you think so far, guys? It's something different, isn't it?
Units available this turn.
Fuel tank ready.
Unit completed.
Okay. So what I need now is I need water platforms because I can't build on the water just like that. So I need water platforms on these two spots. So that might take a while. Is he done? Nope. So can I start my... Let's start my resources first. More power needed. Generator turned on. That's good. We'll consume some more fuel, but that's fine. Can we actually take this on? No, no power. Okay. No problem.
Enemy detected.
Well, well, well. Look what we have here, huh?
Standing by.
Is he in range? He's just out, so there's not much I can do now. You must construct additional pylons, yeah.
Awaiting orders.
Right. So in the next turn,
All systems go.
I want him to nail that scout.
Begin.
Okay. He definitely knows where we are now.
Standing by.
Okay, so we needed to build those here, so we need to build some water platforms. Actually, I'm lucky I didn't check his inventory, but he has enough with him. So water platforms, 2 of them, please. And then we'll build the connector later. Is he done? No. All right. Okay. Very good, very good. You can see it's a very different pace, isn't it? It's a very different pace from the real-time strategy stuff that we played. It will pick up the pace when, you know, the big fighting begins, but in general, this is, you know, this is more like a real, like, sit back and plan your strategy and plan a couple of steps ahead, a couple of turns ahead. It's just different. You cannot compare it, I feel. How long does this take, by the way? 3 more? Okay.
Begin.
So that water platform's done too. Good. So let me check from where I need to start building connectors. That's going to be... Hello? Yeah, from here.
Awaiting orders.
This is why I like XCOM and XCOM 2. Yeah, exactly. Totally get you. You can just take your time, plan. Yeah. Let's go there. All the connectors then. Now we have enough space to build a mining station here. Alright.
New units available this turn.
Okay, he's done too. That's good. Another power generator. Then I think we should be able to power this guy. Yes, we can.
Standing by.
Very good. I think I need to reallocate because I'm building gold, or I'm filling up on gold, but I don't have any storage, do I? No, I do not. So let's move you over here. Transfer you, fill you back up, and build some gold vaults
Transfer complete. Ready.
to store some of the gold that we're pulling out of the ground here, which is a bit of a waste if we lose it. Turn-based games have a charm of their own. They do. They really do. Okay, this guy is also fine. Alright, good.
New units available this turn.
Good, so we got that rocket launcher ready.
Unit finished.
So let's build some connectors down. So do natural deposits get depleted? No, they don't. No, they just stay active as long as your mining station is on it. They can you can pull it out of the ground. Yeah. Okay, so we got a rocket turret up in the top, which is a really strong defense, especially with the scanner next to it. I think I'm going to build another radar there later, after I connected that forward base.
New units.
Good. So the gold refinery is done.
Detected. Unit finished.
Put you there. Gold refinery is online. So as you can see inside, you can buy upgrades. So depending on the gold you have, you can buy different upgrades. So and that means the next time that you build a unit, it will have that. It will be built with that upgrade. But if you have units on the field without that upgrade, you need to bring them into a depot or a hangar and then upgrade them. But in this case, you could upgrade them from the get-go. So in this case, I usually like to upgrade my airplanes because my clan is good at air warfare. But you can imagine in a turn-based game how expensive it is to get an extra shot, because that could make a big difference in this game. But we're refining, so we don't have any gold yet. So we're refining first. So let me just fill this guy up again. There we go.
Transfer complete.
Now I need him to get over there. Now moving through water actually takes a lot of movement, so usually your units will go around. He doesn't though, you know. But you get the drift. More power needed, gold refinery turned off. I am glad that I'm building this heavy
Building.
power station over here.
Building.
Anyway.
New units available this turn. Awaiting orders.
Okay, so we got a scout available.
Unit completed.
I want you to disembark there. Okay, Okay. So yeah, if you play this on your own system, it will actually run really smooth. It's just... Hold up. Oh shoot, this guy's in my base? Oh no. That is... I didn't even notice that.
Ready.
Let's get the crawler back here. Damn. Did you miss the enemy scout to take? Well, I did, but I thought he would have had already moved away.
Status caution.
Hmm.
New units.
He's attacking the connectors.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, next turn he'll wipe him out.
Standing by.
And there we go. Build mining station. Build it rather quick. There. Gold vaults are ready.
Unit finished.
That's good. Let's build a gun turret here just to actually... Nah, you know what? I'll build an anti-aircraft here. Who knows what he might come up with, and then he is probably out of cargo.
All systems go.
Yeah, he's empty. Okay. So use some of his movement to bring him back to base, fill him up,
Transfer complete.
and then
Awaiting
build the
orders.
connector path back. There. Okay. Let's see the crawler take that thing out.
Movement exhausted. Begin.
Keep him here for now. Just you also see that when he shoots, all his movement is depleted, so he also can't like hit and run or something. Yeah.
New units.
Good. Power station's finally ready.
Unit completed.
Okay, fire it up, boys.
Unit finished.
More fuel needed, power generator turned off. More power needed, power station turned on. That's fine.
Ready.
That's fine. We don't have to sub in the small ones. Okay. This guy will be pretty empty. Yeah.
Transfer complete. Standing by.
Air units, yes please. We need those air units.
Status yellow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ready. Ready.
You can imagine it takes a while to build up an army, right? Like, you can't just like overspawn units and just go. You have to plan quite in advance. Where's his other scout? Here he is.
All systems go.
Okay. All right.
Begin.
New connector is available.
Spotted.
There he is.
Standing by.
See how slow they are on water. It's crazy.
All systems go.
It is truly a very different pace from your regular RTS.
Begin.
Can we buy any upgrades? Let's see how much gold we refined. 10. Well, crazy, crazy. Did you drive your car into the water and see how fast that thing is? Okay, you snob. Yeah. True. It won't be that fast. But that's not a car. Let me think here. So you can see here, if we start buying upgrades for 3 gold, I can actually upgrade its movement by two spaces. I can upgrade it again for 5 gold, and then it gets 4 more spaces of movement. That's kind of how the upgrading works. You can also do it with hit points or with attack, strength, or you know, the damage it does, armor, that kind of thing. For the ground attack plane, usually what could be good here? Attack strength could be good. Yeah, let's give it some more power. Just when they go live, they actually have quite some punch.
Unit ready.
Okay, not a scout.
Unit completed.
Also, building roads in your base will actually then moving space only takes half a movement. You know, so building a proper infrastructure in your base makes sense. It makes a difference. You know, and what I mentioned to you the was it this? No. Yeah. So they always put this question mark thing here, right? So as a kid, of course, I wanted to test it out. So this, I wanted to say, okay, the question mark on the brain. This is your brain. All right, cool. I like the attention for detail. Appreciate it. They also had it in, let's see, where was it?
Building.
There was another thing. Can't find it. Oh, wait, you didn't have to stop. What are you doing? Okay. This is your brain on TBS games. Any questions? Exactly. Any questions? Can manual sentry attack? No. Can have all these cool models spin around. Well, I think we're good. What a beauty. Naked brains are hot. Exactly. Like cells in all the right places. And all that.
New units available this turn.
I think we're getting close to their base.
Standing by. Enemy detected.
Whoops.
Unit destroyed. Unit completed.
All right then. How long does the air facility take?
Building.
4 more turns. Oh, we got a new gun turret here. That's also good.
Status yellow.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, mining facility's done too. That's excellent.
Unit completed.
Great. There we go. Good. That'll definitely help. Yeah, we need to be filling up some engineers because we spend a lot of resources building all this.
Transfer complete.
So as you can see, our storage is getting low already. Constructor, yes please.
Transfer
So do we have any
complete.
mining station or like survey? Oh, this fuel is pretty good. Smart, nice shape, healthy amount of fatty cells. What's not to like? right. Anything else here? Not really, huh? Wow, that's a lot of nothing. Oof, okay, in the front line. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna show something else. So you can either win by destroying the enemy.
Awaiting orders.
You can also win by ecology. So when your clan is able to habitate the planet, you also win. So you get it's kind of like a victory point kind of way to win. So we need some people first. We need habitat so people can live. And then you can also build research stations, barracks, and also what's it called? The ecology hubs. What do we need here? How's our fuel storage anyway? That's okay. That's fine. All right.
Status
The
caution.
night I get mod and there are no bots. Yeah, you're right, actually. Sorry, man. Your time will come.
Status caution.
Your time will come, Sludge, I'm sure. It's okay, yeah. Sure will be. No, I don't need roads right now. I need... Mod is useless 90% of the time. But when I need you most, you'll be there. I'm sure. Actually, I don't need any of these right now. I think I'm going to bring him to the front lines too. Hopefully, yeah.
Awaiting orders.
Let's build a road, by the way, so the fast guys can get out quick. There. Have you noticed that only channels without mods have mod problems? Mods are useless, yes. Also, this is how logic works. 10 gold again. Even more attack power, yes. Kindly. Okay. Alright. Speed Tech adopts a robotic voice. I'm a bot. Thanks, Speed Tech. You might just get the ban hammer from Sludge now. Bleep. Yeah, exactly. Bleep, bloop, gloop. Oh, you should be going there too.
Ready.
As long as you aren't selling us anything or spreading virus, you may stay. Beep, boop. Okay, good. Good for them.
Status yellow.
I'm at least 87.3% robotic. Baka, I didn't say mods are useless. I said they're mostly useless. I might be spreading a virus. Also, I was just tested for COVID. Yeah, who knows? I might be contagious, but what I tend to spread is silliness.
Available this turn.
Good.
Unit completed.
Nothing wrong with that. So I'm trying to sneak these scouts around their base.
Standing by.
Because I currently still don't have any idea what I'm looking at. Wait. Oh, here they are. Okay.
Standing by.
Well, hey, hello. Construction boys. Bye, scout. Shit.
Ready.
Okay, well, at least we know they're there. I don't have enough movement to get in, shoot, and get out, so I'll leave it as it is for now. I just need to get the air cavalry in, really. Good to have you on the channel, Speed Tech. Good to see. Will I get...
Units available this turn.
Will he get nuked? Not right away, it seems.
Unit finished.
So what probably will happen here is I will get him in. Take off a pot shot and then try to get out.
Awaiting orders.
So this is sometimes, you know, the worry like how it exactly works turn-based, because apparently, I guess if you're in sentry mode, you still shoot first, you know, and all that. This guy. Glad to see you're playing a turn-based. Yes.
Status yellow.
It's also my preference, yeah. Let's get a radar up there so at least the missile turret can see. Then
Awaiting orders.
No, wait, oh, what am I doing? Dude. Anyway, okay, this wasn't done, that's fine. I guess. Plenty of RTS turn-based made this game a bit more unique. Exactly, you're right. Made a big difference.
Standing by.
Sometimes I feel the game might crash on me. You know? And it actually might. It's not too stable.
Units available this turn.
Good, finally.
Finished.
Air units factory online. We need air units like crazy. So I'm gonna say repeat. No, wait. We'll build one AWAC first, just to get a feel for where we are, and then the ground attack planes. And go. Okay. In the meantime, I think we've already... Oh, I got 20 gold credits. Can we do something else? We can increase the attack power, not the shots. We can increase movement, which is pretty good. That'll be useful. Ammo is also useful, so let's do it. We're making very heavily upgraded ground attack planes.
Standing by.
It is what this clan does best. Okay, he could make that. He could cross that distance here, so he is back connected. Are you my long lost twin? You also gotta go for ground attack planes? Maybe. I like the ground attack planes.
Transfer complete.
I like them a lot.
All systems go.
The ships are cool too. I'm not like the ground units are cool too, but I don't know. I enjoy the airplanes just because they're so quick. Really, really quick. That actually reminds me when I start building. Air units, I also need some other stuff to resupply. There we go.
Begin. Unit is gone.
Damn. Okay, so they took out all my scouts. I like mines upgraded to outrange AA defenses. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one. That's what I need. You're right. Let's try to upgrade their range soon. And I need 17. Okay, we got that. Oh, wait, no. That was the superiority fighter. Ground attack plane needs 34. Okay, that's going to be a bit more. Let's see if we can get there soon enough. There was a space here to... Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Awaiting orders.
That'll do. Okay. All right.
Begin.
There. Need all the material because the more material I'm sucking in here, the faster I can build these ground attack planes. So I can just waste some more material on them, but at least they build quicker. Can we... No, we only got 12. It's not a lot. Let me see. Can I actually allocate a little here? We got a lot of reserves. We don't even need that. Well, that's fine. That's good. That's good.
Building.
Cool.
Standing by. Begin.
Not much happening in that turn. You know, this game always reminds me of, like, if you would have built a board game strategy game, and this would work in a this would work, you know. You could make a board game out of this. I need to fill this guy, actually. He'll be resupplying some of the stuff at the front. There you go.
Transfer complete. All systems go. All systems go.
He'll be done soon. Yeah, 2 turns. Okay. Good.
Begin.
I'll leave the surveyor. That's not that important. So I won't be finishing this game tonight because I'm already streaming 3 hours, 20 minutes. So I'll be probably in the next few minutes. I'll be saving it up and then calling it there. But I definitely wanted to show you guys M.A.X. and I think we'll go back to this and play some more. Like I said, it's very enjoyable. Oh, we can almost upgrade the range. Okay, good. New units.
New units.
Okay.
Enemies spotted.
Good.
Unit completed.
A.W.A.C. on the field. Those airplanes make such a...
Destroyed.
Damn. Such a difference, I wanted to say.
Ready.
Come on. Yep. Fill this guy up. There we go.
Transfer complete. Awaiting orders.
Build some landing
All
pads.
systems go.
Always good. What else was ready? Nothing. Okay, good. Oh, the habitat maybe. Fill this guy up.
Transfer complete.
There we
Standing
go.
by.
Build a road. Path to the north. Good. Was this habitat done? Yes, it is. Good.
Unit completed.
There we go. Now we build the ecosphere. Yes. There you go. I don't know about you, Speed Tech, but I always really enjoyed training infiltrators and trying to take over the alien tech. That's always fun.
Standing by.
Okay. All right. Now these,
Building.
just adjust this a little bit. It might cost a bit more. No, no, wait. There we go. Yeah, that's good. And go. Almost. Next turn.
Begin.
Here we go. Let's upgrade the range. Kreegath. Oh my god, I haven't seen this game in over 20 years. I used to love to play this in the 90s. Hey man. Never really focused on them unless I had much resource to spare. Right. Welcome to the channel, Kreegath. It's this is the first time we're playing this on this channel, by the way, because I've been talking about it for a while, and we play a lot of retro real-time strategy. But this technically isn't real-time strategy, is it? When I played this, I was quite young. I was like 8 or 9, and I didn't really get the intricacies. But when I play it again, it you know, it makes much more sense.
Enemy detected. All systems go.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
New units available this turn.
new radar, new road, new landing pad, new mining station. That was quick. Yeah, my older brother bought it and taught me how to play. Can't remember a thing of it though.
Status yellow.
Yeah.
Building.
Oops, he's busy. Mining station ready.
Unit completed.
There we go.
Unit completed.
It is a complicated one, I will say. It is more complicated than I thought back in the day.
All systems go.
But what I'll do at the start of this turn, I will save. Yeah, but here's Retro RTS. Wait. Retro RTS. There we go. Save. Yeah, it's good fun. So we'll come back to this one, guys. We will come back to this. But yeah, if you check out the multiplayer game options like host network, join network, modem game, serial game, hot seat game, which is pretty cool. Lord Nestor, the RTS mode just as intricate or the mechanics simplified? I think it's very, yeah, it is simplified. You just get some simultaneous moving, or some simultaneous shooting and that kind of stuff. So, you know, yeah. Well, welcome to the channel, guys. Kreegath, Nestor, good to see you. I think I will continue this one on